What's up everybody, and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're checking out this 2026 Ford F-150. This one has the Lobo package, which is about a $5,000 upgrade. Overall MSRP on this truck is $60,000. Finish off in the ruby red, which is a beautiful color. So the Lobo package, basically just a nice sporty exterior over a very basic interior on this specific spec. However, underneath the hood is where it really shines, especially with today's market. We have the naturally aspirated 5-liter V8 under the hood of this truck. So it's going to make 400 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. This truck runs on a 36-gallon fuel tank. You're going to get 16 miles per gallon in the city, 24 out on the highway. It is a 4-wheel drive vehicle. Rear end has a 3.73 locking axle. And then with all that, curb weight is going to be around 5,000 pounds, and towing is still going to be close to that 14,000 pound mark. So for the exterior, one of my favorite features is going to be this grille. So as you can tell, we have these nice LEDs that are going to match to the running light in the center. That looks really, really cool. Of course, we have that amber turn signal, all blacked out housings for these LED headlights. And then I really like the gloss black grille. Got a blacked out Ford badge as well with the white lettering. And then this lower bumper looks really nice. Got a large opening right here. You can see the body color, the really sporty design to it. LED fog light too. So it has a really nice street focused exterior style. So really cool looking for sure. And then I like on the hood, similar to the Tremor, how it kind of rolls forward connecting to the grille. Looks really good. You have the gloss trim, a nice design for the wide bumps on the side of the hood, giving it that wider appearance. And then at the side, this one has a set of 22-inch wheels. So they're gloss black with this multi-spoke look. Got a nice sharp line around that fender, Lobo badge as well, and then a body colored side skirt. You're just gonna get the basic black for the mirrors, the door handles, and all the trim. So again, more simple truck with a nice body kit basically. But as you can tell from the side, good proportion, nice lowered style versus a standard truck. So no lift kit or anything on this truck. But really clean on the side. Basic set of taillights with just a basic bulb, but I do really like this rear bumper. We have the metal design, parking sensors, dual exhaust tips integrated into the bumper, trailer hitch and all those connections, and then we got F-150 stamped into the tailgate, and then we have that Ford logo as well on the tailgate. Got a nice sharp line, manually open in this. You don't have a soft open or anything, but just a painted bed in here. Got a couple different tie down areas. So useful size for sure for tons of toys and recreation. However, good opportunity to do a spray and bed liner. Closing that up, moving on to the interior, we do just have a basic key. So turnkey ignition, haven't had a car like this in a long time to film, but we can tap the unlock button and check out this interior. You're gonna get this texture plastic up above, and then a padded armrest. You're gonna see release handle, storage, and then more storage, and then a simple 3-person bench row. You can also lift the bottoms up. We have a ton of hidden storage all in the floors. And then there's even gonna be air vents. We have 2 USB-Cs, cup holders up above, plenty of storage behind the seats. And then hopping into this Super Crew, sitting here at 5'11", I mean, I have a ton of legroom and footroom. It's a very roomy cabin in here for sure. So car seats, grown-ups, not really a complaint at all. And you pretty much have all the amenities you're gonna need aside from a center armrest. So good back space for the family, certainly a roomy vehicle. And then onto the front, you're still gonna get the same door panel, just that plastic texture, lock and unlock, your basic window controls, nice padded armrest, and then a lot of storage all throughout it. You're just gonna see manual controls for the driver's seat, same with the passenger, and then fabric interior, a little bit of striping, very simple design, more of that striping. Nice grab handle. And because I forgot that we are in a turnkey, let me grab the key. Again, not used to turnkey, but insert that, and we can fire up the V8. You're just gonna get a rubber material for the steering wheel, cruise control on the left, voice commands and audio. We have some screen controls on the right. Gear selector is up here, turn signal stalk on the left with windshield wipers. And then for the screen, you can just see a couple basic bits of info. You can scroll through, see a couple different things popping up, and then continuing down all of that. So nice overall design with just the simple bits. You have towing information you can go through, off-road and gauges as well. You can view some of the vitals within the truck, and then going back up to the My View. So again, nice, simple, can't really complain. You got a lot of good info that's gonna be on the screen like you're used to seeing on pretty much all the modern Fords. Over here, we have all of our headlight controls, park and brake, nice metallic gray trim with your air vent. Again, harder plastic, but a textured material storage up above, a nice hidden storage cubby, and a lockable glove box. Screen in the center is what we're used to seeing on a lot of the modern Fords. You got all sorts of good basic information, CarPlay and Android Auto, favorites, your phone, as well as audio. On the right side, we can configure this, swipe a couple different apps, and then we can also just toggle this with that. In reverse, we have our reverse camera, just a nice HD graphic, couple different views. You can angle it and see a nice 3 design, and then we have parking sensors as well. You're gonna see a shortcut to the camera, volume. We have our physical climate controls, very simple with all these dials, different controls, zones, and air conditioning. And then over here we have our 4-wheel drive controls. We also have drive modes, so you're gonna be able to go through a normal one. We have towing, sport, and eco. And then we even have different off-road ones where it will adjust the 4x4 system. So nice to see, just a good blend of all that. We have a lot of storage throughout the center with more plugs. You can see a good spot for your phone, drinks, more storage, and then we even have 2 USB-Cs right here, as well as a nice 12-volt. Center armrest, nice padded material, and then once again, just a lot of hidden storage all throughout it. One last look at the interior. Again, just a basic interior for this specific truck. You're gonna see the sunglass holder up above, dome lights, and then a basic manual mirror. All right, setting off now in this F-150. So basically the Lobo is more of an appearance package, but having the V8 especially, it's gonna make this truck just a nice vehicle to drive, given you have an old school big engine. So we're just in the normal drive mode. So getting up and going, you got that nice V8 making some good sounds. Just giving it half throttle. Transmission overall shifts pretty good. I'm trying to modulate throttle so don't go too high in the revs, being a brand new vehicle. But it drives pretty good as far as that acceleration goes. It does feel a little sporty in terms of the suspension. I can definitely feel a lot of these bumps. You know, the 22-inch wheels, lower profile tires are going to make it to where you can feel that a little bit more. So it's not exactly a luxury plush truck. You know, this is gonna be more of a sporty truck. You know, in terms of pickup trucks go, it handles better than any sort of off-road trim. So it's kind of nice to drive around town if you just kind of have maybe a bit more aggressive driving style to where you can just dart around a little bit better. Visibility is what you would expect in any pickup truck, of course. You have a good view all around, no blind spots. And given this isn't lifted, comparing it to like a Tremor or other trucks, you actually are high up but also low. So it's kind of a good blend to have good view around the truck. I do feel very tall in this seat, so I wish I could sink it more like a sports car. So it's a little interesting getting used to, I guess, more of a sport design on a pickup truck than, you know, more of an off-road focused one. But overall, it's not too bad sitting in here. I wouldn't mind better controls for the seats to get into a more comfortable position. Again, I just wish I could sink a bit more. And then if we go into different drive modes, we'll go to the Eco. The Eco mode does feel a lot more tame. You really got to give it throttle to start moving. It's a lot more relaxed. So maybe if you are just, you know, trying to get a little better gas mileage, not a bad way to go. And then Sport, it's going to go into the 4-wheel drive shift. And then it definitely is a bit more touchy with the throttle and how it responds. So nice to see, even on a naturally aspirated engine, you got a little bit difference in driving between the modes. So we'll go back just to the normal drive mode now. But it's a neat truck if you want something that's a little bit on the sporty side. Interior, like I said, a little on the basic side, so not really much going on. But one more acceleration. It does have some good power, so it is fun to play with that, especially if you go into manual or not. But not a bad truck. Basic features, climate control works, you know, no heated seats or anything. So again, just a really basic interior, but with a sportier drive and a sportier exterior. You hear a little bit of the wind noise and the road noise. So again, just it doesn't have all the luxuries that you might expect. But it's definitely a fun truck to cruise around town with, maybe supercharge it, make it kind of a race truck or something. I feel like it's a good platform for that if you want a crew cab. A lot of people love these single cabs you know, they do crazy motor builds, this is kind of the way to go if you want the family focus, but also kind of that good truck at the end of the day with a nice platform. But cool vehicle to cruise around in. It's gonna be useful for the utility, the toys, things like that. But you're definitely gonna notice a more sporting drive with the way this is operating. Good sound to it. Steering has a good feel to it as well. But yeah, pretty neat truck for sure.